Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. If you see this red live box right here, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. So if you are catching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay and do me a huge favor, make sure you comment !notify just like this to get signed up to get a message the next time I'm live, okay? So we are doing one of my most favorite crafts, y'all. Y'all know how much I love these word blocks. And so we are going to do a patriotic one that says America, land that I love. Because last night when I was live, a lot of y'all said that y'all wanted to, this one instead of the 4th of July. So comment the word block, B-L-O-C-K, and I will send you the supply list. Good morning. Hello. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Let me pull up my live. Here we go. But we're going to use some scrapbook paper. These are also added into the supply list on the first link. This is a printed set for, there's 12 different patterns. And we're going to use some of those today. So yes, comment the word block. And so typically what I do when I paint these is I'm just kind of like all over the place. And I think we're going to take it tile by tile, right? Letter by letter, all of that. So we're going to first start with our A, right? So let's get out our Mod Podge. Oh, heck, y'all. I already forgot something. I need my Mod Podge. Hold on. Let me go grab my Mod Podge. Oh, goodness. Okay. Y'all, I thought I had everything, and clearly I didn't. Hello. Thank you for sprinkling. And this is a new one. I know I just opened one the other day, but we're just going to use this one. Hi, good morning. How is everybody's Thursday? I cannot believe it's Thursday already. This week has flown by. Good morning. All right. So I get my Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness. And they make it like an act of Congress to open. You know what I mean? Oh Lord. Okay, we're just going to do this. Hi, good morning. All right, so I'm going to pull, I'm going to spill a little bit on there. We're going to spread this out. We'll dry it. And then we will apply our pattern on there. Hello, Cynthia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all hit that heart button for me. Comment the word block and then hang out till the end because we will do a giveaway here in just a little bit. So typically with my word blocks, I kind of take everything apart and then kind of piece it back together. I'm thinking doing it like tile by tile might make it a little bit easier to follow. So we're going to try that. Oh Lord, is the link working? Good morning, Anita. How are you? So when I do like my decoupage, I like to do the heat set method. So I apply my Mod Podge, I dry it, right? Now here are the papers that are in on my link, right? So you get stars, blue stars. I'm going to show you these all to you. A gingham pattern, little flowers, little sprinkles. These have stars. Another buffalo plaid, red stars, and then some fireworks. But there's 12 in the set, and you can get these. They're all just printed right off of my computer, my printer at home. But I like to offer these because I know not everybody has a printer at home. So that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to cut this in half, right? And we're going to cover this with our paper. And I'm going to pull out my parchment paper, right? And then we're just going to heat this back on to the block. Good morning. Hello, y'all. Sorry, I'm kind of a mess. You know, it wouldn't be me if something, you know, I forgot something, if I did forget something. So I like to do the heat method. So I put my Mod Podge on, I dry it, and then I heat it back up. And what this does, it reactivates the stickiness on the Mod Podge to make the paper stick. Okay. So lift that up, and then let's cut off the excess. I love it. I love this little mini one. A little mini iron would work. You don't need like the Cricut one. You know what I mean? That's hot, y'all. Yikes. Okay, we're going to let that cool for a second. And we're going to paint the A. So I'm thinking for the A, we're going to paint this in Candy Apple. So I am using my chalk paste to paint today. But you could use whatever paint you have. You don't have to use the chalk paste. That is up to you. And I am just going to lightly paint this. And then we're going to glue it because we're going to take it tile by tile and kind of see how it all comes together in the end. Okay. So there's our A. That looks good. I like that together. And then we're going to sand off the edges. So on the back, you're going to take your sanding block, whatever sander you use, and you're going to sand down. Okay? Sand down, and it's going to sand off on those edges. You don't want to go up because then that runs the risk of lifting the paper off of the tile, and you don't want that, right? So it is beautiful. Okay, so let me know in the comments, have you done like the decoupage before? Is this something that you've tried? I know a lot of y'all have, but let me know if it's something that you have done before or if you haven't done it before. Alrighty, maybe. It just wants to be silly today. All right, let's dry our A. Hi, Debbie. Lorraine has tried it. Miss Lorraine, thank you so much for answering my question. Miss Lorraine, I'm going to do a little Happy Meal giveaway for you. So just for commenting. So please send me a message, Lorraine, saying that you won, and I will send you a form to fill out, and I'll get your information and send out a giveaway to you. Thank you so much. You've done it with tissue paper. Ooh, I haven't done it with fabric before. I might need to try that. All right, so I'm going to use my stick fast glue, and I'm just going to glue this right on here. I probably need more, but we're going to glue this directly on here. Now, the letters do have the scoring like this. So if you do end up painting and not decoupaging, you know exactly where to put them. Also the burn method. I've done the burn method before. I have done that. All right, let's do the M. So a little bit of Mod Podge. I probably put way too much. I definitely did. Okay. There we go. And we're going to put this across. And we're just going to go letter by letter, y'all. Super simple, super easy. Glinda, put an exclamation point in front of the word notify. All together. Hi, Lois. Hello, Jessica. Hold on. I used Stick Fast last week and finally, I know, it's sticky, y'all. And it takes me, so when I get it on my hands or on my fingers, I use a emery board, or I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I take my sander and I sand off the glue off my hand because I cannot stand the feeling of the glue on my hand. It drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely nuts. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this one. So I'm gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna save these. Let's see, and we're just gonna cut a little sliver here. And same thing, cover it up. I'm gonna cover it with parchment paper, and then we're gonna heat it up. Good morning, Michelle, how are you? Excited for school to be outside? Yes, Miss Billy, I feel you on that one. Hi, Louise. Diane, I don't seal it because this is just gonna stay inside. But if you were to put it outside, I would seal it, but I don't know how well paper would hold up outside. I would probably do paint. I've done it with napkin, yes. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Alrighty. Make sure when you're doing the heat method that you're also hitting the edges and the corners. Okay, that looks good. Lift that up. We're gonna set that to the side while that dries, and then we're gonna do the M. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mix a new color. So I'm kind of towards the, I'm kind of towards the end of my cadet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a darker blue. So I'm going to put a little bit of black into my jar of the Cadet. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I do have one. To make a dark, dark blue. So I'm going to start with a little bit of black, and then we're just going to mix it right in until we get the desired color. I wouldn't say it's necessarily easier. It's just different. It's thicker than napkin. I don't find that the paper tears as easily as the napkins do. I find when I do the napkins, it tears when I'm sanding it. Whereas the paper doesn't do that so much, in my opinion. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more black. And y'all, you can always add, like, buy 2 jars and mix the color. I love that. Good morning, Kelly Cat Crafts. Ooh, I love that name. Hello, Vintage Retail Therapy. How are you? All right, we're mixing in these colors, and then I'm going to have this nice dark blue to use in the future. What should we name it? It kind of looks like Midnight, the color of the month from last summer. I loved that color. That color was so pretty. Alrighty, that's nice and mixed. I'm going to throw that over here, and let's paint the M. All right, so I mixed up 2 colors, mixed up Cadet and black to make a dark, dark blue. And I'm just going to offload my brush. Oh, yeah. Do y'all see how dark that is? It kind of looks like it's black, but I promise it's blue. That is like exactly what I was going for. Y'all, this is so pretty. Oh! Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Okay. Set this over here. We're going to sand off the excess. Hi, Michelle. You use scrapbook paper. I like the scrapbook paper. And this is just printed scrapbook paper from the, I found a file off of Etsy. I printed it out and I just used regular copy paper. It's not the same thickness as scrapbook paper, but I love it. All right, let's dry our M. Hi, Debbie. I'm trying to get organized here so not everything's in the way. You know what I mean? Get this nice and dry. And let me show y'all. It kind of looks like it's black, but it's blue, I promise. It is blue. All right. A little bit of stick fast. Hi, Yvonne. Yes, y'all, chat with me. Talk with me. I am going to do a giveaway at the end. So if you want to win, you do have to interact and chat with me. That is the only way to get entered. So if you're a silent watcher and you want to win something, you got to comment, okay? Ah! Oh my goodness, y'all. Mess. I'm a mess. Got a little bit of red on the end. We are making, hi LD, we are making, hold on. There we go. We are making an American word block. Y'all know I love the word block, so that's what we're doing. All right, the E. So the E is going to be in this one. So let's cut this, get it down to the size that we want, and then let's do our Mod Podge. All right, a little bit of Mod Podge from the good old Dollar Tree. You don't need fancy Mod Podge. You can even make your own. I've never done that. Has anybody made their own Mod Podge? Okay, let's dry. Thank you, Michelle. I love that family word block. So if y'all didn't know, I like the American word block I have one that says family, and you can customize it with whatever last name you want. I love it. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Paula. Y'all, if you are new here, let us know that you're new. Let us know that you are new. We love to welcome in new friends We are all super friendly around here. We love to chat. We love to, I guess, make fun of me for being a mess. But we have fun in here. Oh, I did cover with parchment paper. It's okay. I just realized that. You don't have to cover with parchment paper, but sometimes on the bottom of my iron, I'll have something on there. And if I do, it'll smear onto the paper. But you also run the risk of burning it when you don't cover with parchment paper. So there's that. Yay, Michelle. I cannot wait to see it. All right, so we're going to set that to the side. And we're going to do our E. And I'm going to use the color Retro. This is the color of the month this month. This is a beautiful blue. And we're going to use this color on our E. And I think that's going to look, we'll see. We may need to change this color. We'll see what we think. Y'all are so quiet today. Is everybody watching from work? Usually y'all are very chatty. Thank you. Retro is a gorgeous color. I love this color. And I'm so shocked that it hasn't sold out yet. I'm really surprised by that, to be honest with you. Alrighty, let's dry. You have ordered Retro. Yay. Y'all, there's a bunch of restocks happening on the chalk site today. So a lot of size A transfers that are stock are coming back. So be sure you're in my VIP group. That way you can see exactly what's coming back. I think that'll work. That way you can see exactly what's coming back. I will post it when I'm off. It's only 8 a.m. here working. I forget, Michelle, you know that, people live in different time zones. I'm sorry, girl. All right. Let's sand this off. Uh-oh. Boone is outside, and he's been sitting here staring at me through this window right here. Ooh, y'all. This is cute. This is going to be cute. Stick fast right here. So we're working tile by tile. Come on. My glue doesn't like me today. Maybe. Thinking about it. Okay. We're going to glue this on here. Took a break from cleaning. I love the Gator sanders. Hi, Helen, my friend. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I don't see you on much anymore, but I hope you're doing well. All right, Mod Podge, we're going to do the R. Oh, y'all, I used my blue. I used my blue. That's okay. We're going to just put paper on top of it, so it's not the end of the world. Whoops. I thought that was my Mod Podge brush. In fact, it was my blue brush. That's okay. That is A-okay. Okay, I got way too much Mod Podge on here, y'all. I love I illustrate with the stick fast. Me too, Miss Darlene. Me too. I feel you on that one. For sure. It's a 11:03 in PA where I am sitting trying to decide what to get into. Ooh. You should do some crafting. The weather's good here. I love the colors. Thank you, Diane. Yes, comment the word block. When you comment that word, what will happen is my page will send you a message with a supply list. There's a list to the cutouts and the paper that I'm using, or a link. And then there's a link for the colors, the paint that I'm using. And then the very last link is a link to RSVP to my live sale on Monday, where I'll have a bunch of wood blanks available for purchase. Oh, that's okay, Miss Helen. A journaling class, that's awesome. I would love to see what you're making. Hi, Pamela. If you would not make a mistake, I would ask. Exactly, Melinda. I get this thick stick fast glue from Amazon. I get it from Amazon. Watching Shrek in class. Ooh, I love the end of the year vibes with school. If y'all are new here, I used to teach. I used to be a teacher. I taught for 11 years before I started doing this full time. So that's a little fun factoid about me. So I understand the end of the year madness. Hi, Patty's Crafting Cottage. Yes, so make sure you RSVP for the live sale. This will be in the live sale, so if you want to wait to purchase this on Monday, you totally can. Or if you're like, girl, I'm not going to come to the live sale, but I want that, just comment the word block, and it'll be the first link in your message. Miss Patty, I'm not quite sure if you'll get the message because you're messaging from your page. I don't know if it'll send it. I don't know if it'll do like a page-to-page message. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong about that. But I don't know that for a fact. All right. There's that. So we're going to set that to the side. And then we're going to paint the R in a red. So we're going to use our candy apple. And we're just going to paint this guy. I'm just offloading my brush, trying not to be so messy with my painting. Y'all know that's difficult for me. Your 13-year-old wants to teach second grade. Thank you. All right, y'all. So tell me in the comments where you are watching from, and we will pick a winner to win a mystery cutout from me. So let me know in the comments where you are watching from, and I will pick someone who comments to win some Happy Mail. Wisconsin, Texas, Oklahoma, Corpus Christi, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota. Sorry, I had to. Virginia, Michigan, Chicago. Oh, I loved Chicago when I visited. I've only been there once. West Virginia, Colorado, East Texas, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Washington. Oh my goodness. People from everywhere. I love this. New Jersey. I love to see where y'all are watching from. And if you haven't done so, hit the heart button, hit the heart button, but also hit the follow button. This number right here, this 13,000 number will move when you do hit the follow button, like someone just did. Kentucky. Thanks, Donna. I'm kind of proud of that. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. All right, sand this down. Let's glue. Illinois. Hi, Misty from North Carolina. Susie from California. Okay, let me glue this and then I'll pick a winner or two. I appreciate y'all commenting. Thanks for hanging out. We have fun around here. We're a little silly. I'm a little crazy. I'm a little bit of a disaster. I'm all the things, y'all. All right, let's do the eye. I will pick a winner here in just a second. Let me put the Mod Podge on here. North Carolina, Louisiana. Ooh, Miss Melinda, you know, I always say this anytime you tell me where you're from. I love Louisiana. I love it. The food is so good. Silly. I agree, Michelle. I agree. You're so welcome. Hi, just from Fort Worth, Jessica. You're not too far from me. I'm in San Antonio, so I am in Texas. I'm in the San Antonio area. So, all right, let's pick a winner. So I'm gonna scroll up. Let's see. Melanie Kendrick. Kendrick, you're winner number 1. And let's pick another person who commented. Let's see. Ooh, where did it go? Kim McGinnis. Melanie and Kim, let me know that you're here. Helen, my friend, you should have told me. All right, dry this, and then we're gonna do our next scrapbook paper. Y'all, I'm loving this scrapbook paper. I think another color of paint that would go really well with this is Ocean Mist. I think Ocean Mist would look really pretty with this. So we're gonna heat this up. There's Miss Kim. I didn't see Melanie. I might have missed it. But Miss Kim and Melanie, if you will do me a big favor, since y'all are winners, we're still gonna pick someone at the end. Send the page a message saying, hey, I won. And I will send you a link to a form to fill out. It's just me gathering your information in one place for me so I don't lose it, because that has happened. So I will send you the link, just fill it out, and then I will get it sent out at some point. So, all right, we're gonna set this to the side and then we're gonna paint. So we are gonna use the dark blue for our firecracker. Okay, so I'm going to offload and I'm going to paint this guy. Y'all, this blue is so pretty. I probably added too much black to this, but it's okay. It's okay. We're not going to stress about it because it's going to look good. Yeah, I think it's too dark. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what y'all think. Alrighty, then I am going to pull out yellow. Do we want... So the star is kind of going to go on top. This is supposed to be a little firecracker. So I'm thinking, let's do orange, or bumblebee. Hi, Kim. I know. Typically, I tell you, you can use parchment paper. I was just saying, like, if you have something on the bottom of your iron, which I typically do, it can transfer on there and your paper can burn. But I'm not leaving that on there long enough for it to burn. But you don't have to use parchment paper. It's optional. Okay, so then we're going to paint these red. Y'all, I've got a whole plan over here. For once, I kind of know what I'm doing. Normally, I'm asking y'all, should we do this color or this color? But I've got a plan today, which is not like me. Usually, I have a rough idea, and then I let y'all make the decisions. Today, I'm in control. I'm just messing with y'all, but really. All right, we're done with the yellow. These are chalk paints, or they're chalk pastes. So I use these a lot with my stencils, but I'm not using any stencils today, but I do like to, since I already have the colors, I like to paint with them instead of having to buy other acrylic colors or other paints to paint with. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm using. But you can use whatever paints you want. You do not have to use these to paint. If you already have chalk paints, use them. If you already have acrylic paint, use it. Oh, y'all. I'm just being silly today. All right. Let's sand this. I got about 15 minutes, and I think we're going to be good. We have 3 more blocks to do, and then all we have to do is glue it together. Okay. So this is the little firecracker looking one. That is the eye. Okay, that looks good. That's done. Let's dry our pieces. Gold, ooh, gold would have been pretty, yeah. Sometimes, ooh, I should have used nominee. Should we change that? Should this be, well, let's see. Maybe we use nominee instead. Let me show y'all, okay? Let's check it out and let's see what y'all think. Maybe. If I can steady my hands long enough. Oh my goodness, girl. Get it together, Alex. Every time I touch one thing, everything else moves. So there's the yellow. Should we change it to nominee or leave it yellow? See, there's a question. The chalk paint is so much easier. Yeah, I agree, Cheryl. Hi, Karma. How are you? I was going to make homemade pimento cheese and I got a new food processor all set up and doesn't turn on, so it has to go back. Oh no, I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry you just got a message. Leave it? Okay. Cindy's like, girl, don't touch it. Just go with it. I think I like the yellow too. Hi, Kathy. I didn't mean to like yell. I apologize. Sometimes I just have my teacher voice, my loud voice. Leave it. Okay. Color is a gold. So it's a metallic gold. This is Nominee right here. Oop. It paints beautifully. It's a metallic gold. It is gorgeous. It's not a shimmer, so it doesn't have glitter in it. But once it's dry, it has like a shine to it. It looks like a metallic. It's gorgeous. I love it. I apologize, Miss Debbie, that you got a message, my friend. All right, glue that on there. Glue this. Turn this over. Okay, so here's what we're working with so far. Can y'all see it? All right, let's do the C. We're almost there. Yeah, gold would be pretty too. I agree. All right, let's Mod Podge. I'm going to go ahead and do the A as well. We're not going to Mod Podge the block that goes at the bottom. We're just going to paint that. And I got way too much. So I'm just going to pick up what's left. Put this on here. And we'll dry both of these. And we'll do both of these at the same time. Just so we're done with the Mod Podge. Okay, that looks good. Let's dry it. I know, the gold is really pretty. It's really, really pretty. I love to paint with it. I'm trying to see, do I have something out here? Oh, this. This is what it looks like. So we did this earlier this week. The stars are a Nominee. So there's no shimmer to it. There's no like glitter in it, but it is there. It is shiny, which I love. So, all right, let's dry these. 2 more, and then we're done. Maybe 3 more. I'll have to look, Yvonne. Maybe I do have some glitter. Glitter's just so messy. You know what I mean? How cute did you name? I didn't. I did not name her. You can name her Lorraine. Love the gold too. Yeah, the gold is gorgeous. Alrighty. Put this to the side. Let's do this one. So this one is a blue. Do you call this gingham or buffalo plaid? I think this is more gingham than buffalo plaid. But people call it different things. No, ma'am. Rude. Sorry, I'm over here talking to myself. All right, we're going to lay this on here. And name the cow Bessie. That's okay, Denise. I'm glad you're here now. Oh, no, I don't have Mod Podge glitter. I see what you're saying. No, I don't. I should probably go buy some, shouldn't I? I'm planning to go to Michael's today. We'll see if that actually happens. Because I've got some prep work to do for our live sale. I've got to finish getting out orders over there. Or all the orders that are open right now out before the live sale. I did make the banner. I sure did. That one I use a silk screen transfer on. And a cutout. All right, we're going to just do both of these right now. That way they can cool, and then we'll paint the rest of it. Good morning, Judy. How are you? All right. Let's get this on here. I'm pretty sure that's not straight, but it is what it is. It's going to be covered up mostly anyways. Make sure you get your edges. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to turn that off. We're going to set this to the side, and then let's paint. So our C is going to be in the color Retro. I think Ocean Mist would be a good option for this if you like to paint with the chalk paste. Get this on here. There we go. All right, we're done with that. Then we're gonna do the, I did go live making that. When is your live sale, and is it made crafts or crafts that, they're all wood blanks. So my live sale will be all items that are need to be crafted. They will be all items that you can paint and Mod Podge or stencil any way you want. It's all wood blanks. Now I will be showing items that are finished to kind of give y'all an idea. But everything will come a blank. Nothing is painted ahead of time, or nothing will come painted or assembled. You'll have to paint and assemble it yourself. Okay, there's our A. Let's dry. Well, good. I'm glad you're doing well, Miss Judy. All right. Let's dry these. We'll move them to the side. Y'all, we're almost there. We are so close. So close. All right. Let's sand. Even though I have stuff everywhere, I feel like I'm much more organized doing this word block on a live than I have on other word blocks. I think it's easier to take it tile by tile rather than trying to group everything together. So there is, oh no, I painted that wrong. I did it wrong. Y'all, shoot. It was supposed to be opposite. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna have to repaint our letters because that's not gonna look okay. I felt like something was wrong. It's okay, we'll repaint them. You enjoyed last night? Yeah. I actually was a little worried like people wouldn't watch or people wouldn't interact because I wasn't like doing like a full-fledged project, but I actually really enjoyed hanging out with y'all and just chatting while I worked on finished pieces. All right, so since I messed this up, darn it, let's go over this in red. It's going to be a little bit darker because of the blue. It's going to be fine. It's not the end of the world, y'all. See, even I make mistakes. You always tell me everything I do turns out perfect, and it does not. All right, and then let's do retro on the A. Get this covered. I knew something wasn't right. Well, let's see. We'll see what it looks like. And if we don't like the light blue, then we could do the dark blue. Let's just see what it looks like. Hi, Tonya. If you take a match to the napkin, it burns quickly. Yeah, I've done that before. But you need to do it when the Mod Podge is wet. And what I find when you put like a napkin or paper or tissue paper on wet Mod Podge, it wrinkles. And for me, I find it very difficult to get the wrinkles out. So that's why I like to, y'all, I don't like how dark that is. Okay, should we leave it light or should we make it dark? Y'all, I do not like how dark that is. It's so much darker than this. Do y'all see that? That's because of the blue underneath. So let's paint it white. Let's paint it white. Get a base. And then maybe, I'm thinking out loud here. Maybe that'll brighten up the red on here. Get a white base and maybe that will brighten the red back to kind of the color that we're wanting it to be. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's close up some of these jars. I'm gonna close up retro. Thank you. Do y'all like the retro, the light blue, or should we go with the dark blue? Okay, So let's get this out. Let's paint this. And we're gonna do these in dark blue. Ooh. And let's paint these quickly. You like the retro? Y'all, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. And I dropped a piece on the floor. So I'll have to get that here in a second. Yeah, I like the light blue. Boone says hi. There he is. Boone says hello to everybody. Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear him? He's like stressing. He's in the backyard. He says hello. All right, then we're gonna paint the letters in dark blue. Y'all, we're almost there, I promise. It kind of looks like a disaster right now, but it's gonna come together. Okay, so lightly paint these in the dark blue. I think you're gonna be able to see this dark blue once it's against that white. Okay, land that I love. Anybody do anything fun this weekend? Are we going anywhere? Traveling? Staying home? Anything fun? I'm doing nada. Nada enchilada. Except for working. That's what I'm doing. I'm working. All right, let me grab this piece that fell. Oh my word. It's like as far as possible. We'll paint this red. All right, here we go. It does look black. I added too much black to it, but I promise it's blue. It's a really deep blue. I promise there is a blue tint to it. I added too much black. Okay, Michelle, that's fine. I had a craft show, but it was postponed due to weather. Yay, Christina. Alrighty, let me do the red. Let's see if this helped it. Oh yeah, that's already brighter than it was before. So that's a little tip for y'all. I have so much paint caked up on here though. Is if you need it to look brighter, base paint it white and then go on top with your color and it will brighten your top color. Okay. It will brighten it, I promise. Alrighty. So we're done with the red. We're going to close this up. I think we're done with the blue, the dark blue. We're going to close this up. Crafting, the deep blue festivals, if the rain, ooh. Spending the weekend with 2-4, ooh, fun. Alrighty, let's do one more coat on this guy. And then we're going to glue everything together. And we're pretty much done, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. So hit that heart button for me. Comment the word block. And we will, as soon as we glue everything together, we will pick a winner for some Happy Meal. All right, and then there's these little fireworks. I'm just going to roughly paint. Little bursts of fireworks. I'm going to paint white. All right. Throw that away. Close everything up. Hi, Maureen. Resting this weekend. I'm going to turn on, oh my word. Hold on. Turn on my hot glue gun. And let's dry everything. And then we're going to put it all together. Thank you. I know it was a lot of painting. I know it was a lot. But it's going to come together. Let's get everything dry. We're almost there, y'all. All right, so I'm going to let this keep drying while I put the rest of it together. Boom, 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 boom. Wipe this up. I won't get all of it up, but I'll get the majority of this off. Okay. Alrighty. Let's glue our A. Ah, too much. We're going to glue our A down. That looks good. Let's glue our C. That's not dry. Block red, white, and blue. Hi, Nancy. I'm loving. I know, Maureen. I love patriotic crafts. Let's glue this down. And then I'm going to show y'all how to glue this. Maybe. Come on. Oh, my word. See? Alrighty. So we're going to glue all of these down. So I'm going to start with my A, okay? I might need more glue. Okay? And you're just going to line it up. So I like using the stick fast glue because it will adhere. You can use hot glue, but I find that hot glue, it obviously dries or sets pretty quickly, so you don't have a whole lot of time to work with it. So next what I'm going to do, we're going to glue the M. Hi, thank you for sharing. Yes, y'all hit that heart button for me. I'm going to have to go get more glue. And I'm just going to line these up. Let me go grab my other glue. Oh my word, y'all. I thought I had enough. Okay, grab a new glue. But I like this stick fast glue because you do have time to work with it before it sets. Y'all make sure I spell it correctly because I'm in a hurry here, so I might spell it not right. And we don't want that. So making sure it's even. Make sure if you're commenting notify, make sure you put an exclamation point in front of it. Like this. You want it to look like this with that exclamation point. I know it seems silly, but that's what Facebook wants. I didn't pick it. All right, the A. And of course, I went to go get my new glue and I'm able to get a lot of this out. We're going to glue this down. Okay. Maybe. Ah, see, my finger stuck to it. That's the only bad part about the stick fast glue is I find that my fingers get stuck. Okay. That looks pretty good. There we go. All right. We're going to glue this. Go, we're about there. So love, land. Thank you. What do y'all think? Do y'all like the paper with it? I was going to do stencils or like the transfers on the back, but to do all of it, and if you wanted to make the same one I did, like you'd have to buy all the stencils and if you didn't have them. So that's what I switched to the scrapbook paper really quickly to make it a little bit more cost friendly. So this word block is $18. It is almost 16. It is 16 inches long, so it is a big one. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And this is where it gets tricky when your fingers are sticky and you're trying to put glue on here. Thank you. Okay, a little bit of glue there. And then little bursts. Glue. Ooh, that way too much. And I'm gonna put one here. All right. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. I love it. All right, let's glue. I'm gonna give it a second to set up. So do me a huge favor, hit the heart button, okay? If you want this word block, comment block, B-L-O-C-K, and my page will send you a message. And the cutout, the link to the cutout and the scrapbook paper is gonna be in the first link, okay? But if you want to come to my live sale on Monday, go to the last link in the message and RSVP, and this will be in there for you. What the heck? That's weird. All right, we got to hurry because this turned off for whatever reason. Okay, so your stand, you're going to hot glue. I like to use hot glue to glue my stand. The back is scored for you so you know exactly where to put these pieces. I like to use hot glue. You can use the stick fast glue. Ow, I just burnt myself. Okay, so you're gonna glue these and then you have these little quarter circles. I like to fill mine with the glue. And then stick these in there. And this is what's gonna help it stand. Okay? So, there it is. What do y'all think? I love it. Oh my gosh. This turned out adorable. Ah! Oh gosh. Whoops. All right, let's pick a winner. Y'all have been wonderful. I'm gonna let that sit like that for a second. So you can make this too. The scrapbook paper, if you just want the scrapbook paper, you can grab that as well. Thank you for whoever sent the stars. I obviously missed that, but thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna pick a winner, and I'm done. I mean, I think this turned out pretty awesome. Like, I'm really happy with the way that this turned out. There it is. All right, here we go. Now you do have to be on in order to win. Let's get some comments. And I'm gonna go sand my fingers to get all this glue off because it drives me nuts. All right. Love the paper, thank you. Okay, here we go. And our winner is... It picked me, which I don't even know how that's possible. What the heck? Remove. Here we go. I know, but I don't want to get it on my nails. I just got my nails done. You know what I mean? Okay. Here we go. Michelle Bauer. Michelle Bauer, are you here? Hi, Lois. Or not Lois. That says Lori. Come on, Alex. You can read. But there it is, y'all. Here is our word block for today. I'm obsessed with it. It is $18. It will be available in my live sale, but if you're like, girl, I'm not coming to your live sale, I'm not doing that, you can go purchase this on my website right now. So comment the word block, B-L-O-C-K, and my page will send you a message with the link. It's the first link in the message. Go snag this and it will ship very, very soon, okay? You can even grab the paper as well. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to be on tomorrow in the morning to show, we're going to do our Finished Good Friday where I sell some of my finished goods. I'm going to do it on a live. So I'm going to sell some of my finished pieces that I've collected over the last couple years because they got to go. So y'all have a great day and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.